Hello badminton fans and welcome to Badminton Racket Review. Today we are testing a Adidas Wucht P1, so W-U-C-H-T P1 badminton racket. And this is racket number 600, I've got my screen here in case you're wondering, 620 I think, let me just double check that. 620, racket number 620. Okay, so down to price and availability. Firstly, we'll start with availability. The availability of these rackets will be probably in the UK and Europe from August onwards this year. That's when Adidas intend to launch them or give them a proper push within the UK and Europe. There is a website called Badminton HQ looking to open this summer, probably in conjunction with when Adidas are ready to launch these rackets. The range is from the Spieler around £45 right up to I think it was 160, just double checking, no sorry, 185 for the Wucht P1. So any other information you get, in actual fact if I just go through the list I have in front of me here, the Wucht P1 £185, the Wucht W-C-H-T P1 £80, Calcul A5 £110, Ubershell F1 £80, and the Spieler A09.1 at £45, available from August onwards. Now the Wucht P1 specifications, let's compare it to the Badminton Racket Review, our own E-zone testing. We will start with the balance point on this racket, and it says this is veering towards even balance or slightly head light, so even to head light balance. The Badminton Racket Review E-zone testing shows this racket to have a balance of 308, which means it's slightly head heavy in this kind of region here, and weight varying slightly in this direction. We're seeing this a lot with not just Adidas, with other manufacturers. I assume that's got something to do because the balance point is not a test you can misinterpret. It's a real simple test. So I think it's either, you know, when they do their balance tests, I don't know if the strings are in place, I don't know if the grip's in place, not sure. But anyway, that is what it is. The shaft flexibility on this racket is towards medium flex. Flexible to medium flex is what it says. The Racket Review E-zone testing shows it to have a medium flex shaft. Hey! Right. In terms of the frame weight, it is 85 plus or minus 2 grams. So the overall weight of the racket, 85 plus or minus 2 grams. The Racket Review E-zone shows it to weigh 88.8 grams. And that is obviously with the strings in place and the grip supplied, which is a lovely bright yellow grip supplied by Adidas. Other information, maximum string tension 30 pounds. Quite nice. I know some people are getting into the high tension stringing, and the grip size here is G5. The racket is made in China and don't have anything for you in terms of what it's made of though. The design of the racket, well, it's actually quite bright. You can probably see here the sort of yellow touches here on the shaft. It's got the Adidas logo here on the neck, the 3 stripes at the top. It's got the different coloured grommets here. You can see on the reverse side there too. It's not an inspiring design, but it's really well executed, really clear writing. I mean, they've got a patent number here and I can clearly read the digits. I don't know if you can see that from where you are, but it's really clear to see. So really good quality paint job. Rackets, I have to say, in testing have felt the Wucht range anyway has felt particularly firm and stable. Yeah, a good quality racket, but take a look at the close-up images and make a decision on the design yourself. Okay, specifications are done. let's go to the E-zone. Okay, so before we start our E-zone testing, what do you need to know about how we test our rackets? Well, first of all, we use the same shuttles, the Yonex AS30s on all tests. We re-string all of the rackets with Yonex BG65 at 25 pounds tension, and it's the same player taking all of the shots. Right, now you have some basic understanding of how we test. Let's move on to the smash test. The smash shot that you're seeing here, and for all of the rackets we've tested within Badminton Racket Reviews E-zone, we take generally 6 shots. We take the 2 highest racket shuttle speeds, and we average those to give us a overall speed. If those two readings are not within a certain percentage of each other, we then retake the entire test. This shot measures the shuttle speed coming off the racket head, and also if you go across to the E-zone, you'll see a picture similar to the one you're looking at on the screen now, which accompanies every single racket within the E-zone, so that's nearly 650 or more rackets, with this kind of smash JPEG showing you the racket head speed, the shuttle speed, the distance, and the approximate repulsion of the racket. Okay, now we're going to do an E-zone maneuver test. The maneuver shots was designed to tell us about the racket's acceleration abilities, its ability to shift from one direction to the other or shift quickly from nothing to full speed. It also tests the racket's aerodynamics. In this test, the player is sitting still with the racket, and once the shuttle is fired, and we measure the shuttle speed to ensure we have consistency within the tests, so it's coming at the same speed all the time, or roughly the same speed as much as we can control anyway, and then the player reacts once the shuttle is fired to hit the shuttle, and we are measuring the head speed of the racket during that test. Okay, so they're done. Now it's E-zone control test time. The control test is a simplistic test. We've thought many times if there was any other better way of creating a test where we are focusing on the control of the racket and able to score it, and we so far haven't come up with anything better. So this control test is essentially a test where we have 14 shots taken. You're not seeing all the shots on the control video. We generally film half or less of the shots taken. The green bucket here scores maximum, the grey scores slightly less, and anything in the net or out scores nothing at all. Okay, so you've seen the court testing. What is our conclusion on this racket? Well, it's not the best racket out of Adidas's current range, but it does have a few strengths. It's certainly not a big smashing racket. Both in the testing you saw just now when we measured the speed there, it didn't score huge, and even when we took it on for the E-Zone members only video smash testing, even then we didn't find it to have a big smash. However, get used to the timing, and actually it can deliver fairly decent tight control. It's also really quite handy at drive shots. It's really, you know, you can get a good drive rally in with it. That probably the drive I notice is some of the head heavy rackets when you're driving, providing the racket has the aerodynamics and the speed to be able to get back, so you're behind the shuttle. When you're pinging the shuttle off, you get a decent drive off it, and also defensively it was reasonably good. If you want the full in-depth review, go to the Racket Review E-Zone. If you're not familiar with it, at the end of this video there will be an E-Zone video and you'll get an idea what the E-Zone is and what it represents. The court testing also is now shown on the E-Zone, where we show the court testing as part of the video review. So what do I think of this racket? Look, the racket price is going to be fairly reasonable, I think. It's not going to be super expensive. It's going to be sort of like between the £55 and £75 mark, somewhere in that mark I expect. And that's not bad, given the quality of build, given the company that makes it. Is it going to improve your badminton though? I don't think so. Is there better rackets out for the same price? Well, there's the Aberos range to start with, there's the Apex, there's even the Astrox FB, which you can get for less than that. So I'd probably have to say it wouldn't go on the recommended list, so it'd probably be a thumbs down. But I feel like it's worth a try, but I know genuinely it's not going to, you're not going to go out there and think, wow, what a racket. So I think my conclusion is correct, it's honest. But if you're an Adidas fan and you want a cheap Adidas racket, in actual fact, what am I saying? You know, if you want a cheap Adidas racket, look at the Ubishell, the Spieler. They are better than this. So no, this is definitely not on the recommended list. There's certain things I like about it, but all round it's just not complete enough. I hope that helps in your decision making process. And again and again and again, I'm going to keep saying this throughout all of these 2019 videos. Leave reviews. If you've got this racket, leave a review for other people to see what you thought of it. It doesn't matter if it's opposite of what we're saying. It doesn't matter if it's exactly the same as what we're saying, or it's 50-50. That doesn't matter. As long as you are leaving a review that's fair and honest, and it's helpful, then that's a good thing. And if you're an E-Zone member, because there's E-Zone membership's gone through the roof, so if you are an E-Zone member, leave a review on the E-Zone for other people to see too. It's so helpful, so useful. Please do that. Other than that, please keep pressing the like button, keep sharing, put the word out there. From all over the world we're receiving so much support. Thank you so much for that. Please keep up the good work. Following this, there will be an E-Zone video, and I'll see you on the next video.